Hi. Hello. Hello. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh, it feels good to be back. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? That's good. Hello. Oh gosh, here we go with Cole. Hi, happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. What's up? Yay, Tipsy. Hello, Tipsy. Shout out to all my mods. I have amazing mods. Thanks for being here. I see Tipsy Gypsy. I saw Britt Nicole. I saw Juicer. Lori. Lori Lives Life. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Dee Dee, where you been? I miss you, Dee Dee. I miss you. Queen Olive. Hello, beautiful. Get to the ducking point. Hello, Claudia. Oh, faces I love and know. How am I green? Claudia, you probably got gifted. I see your Shira. I love it. I love it. I saw Cole, my traveling gypsy. Okay, good. Okay, good. I like the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes. Hi, happy Thursday. I hope you all had a great Christmas. I want to just start off by saying, I kind of want to apologize. Like, my last live, which was a vertical live, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in my personal life that has involved YouTube. So I want to make a proper live. I want to address the situation with my emotions, more a little calm down. And we're going to do that this weekend. So if you didn't see my vertical live, go watch it. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, which is fine. Don't worry about it. But I do want to follow up on that. And so my apologies if I came off as being somewhat emotional or aggressive. But Britt's like, I'm lost. It's okay, Britt. Nonetheless, hello, Miss Chewy. Yes, I've missed you all. We're back at it. I am here to cover true crime. Although I'm not going to cover my personal life much on here on my channel, I do feel that I need to speak up about certain topics, as I am someone that comes on here and preaches, true crime and follows true crime. So if we watch predators and murders, et cetera, on all of these true crime cases that we watch, the fact that I had to experience dealing with a predator is something that I feel like I need to talk about. So I'm going to continue to speak out about it. And if you don't really know the situation, it's probably very confusing, but you can go back and watch my previous live. I'm going to link all the links so you can go watch Aussie Insider and know about what has been going on. But on Saturday, we're going to do like a proper live. I'm going to come back here. We're going to do a live, not a vertical live stream, and we're just going to catch up. And we're going to talk about the situation. And it's going to be the one time and the last time that I speak about it online, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to cover time. And so I want to stay focused on that. And those are my intentions. But with that being said, I'm very grateful for having met 1,000 subs. Yay! 1,000 subs. What's up? Faces I love. I'd like to say that all of you in the chat who are here, I've known for quite some time. And I'm blessed. I would rather have good people around me and good energy around me than a bunch of fake people around me. And so this isn't a live about me. We're going to talk about Lily Phillips tonight. Lily Phillips. Does anyone know? Do you guys know about Lily Phillips? Enough about me. With that being said, Saturday I will be covering 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 part 2. And then we're going to be doing a live on what I am speaking about now. But I do feel that being someone that has a channel on YouTube and covers true crime, and I have First Amendment rights, I am going to speak out about what I have experienced. And I'm going to call all of those people out that participate in supporting a predator and participate in bullying other people. I'm going to call you out. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're just going to do it. I can't do it. I can't come up here and be someone that covers true crime and stand for all of these victims. Maddie Soto, Mercedes Vega, Jared Bridegan, Sebastian Rogers, Harmony Montgomery, Jodi, all of the true crime cases we cover all across the board. If you're gonna hang out in a true crime community, I think you need to realize that true crime happens in everyday life, right? And so stand on what you say. And I think that my channel, I want my channel to represent that. So with that being said, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Enough about me, enough about the bullshit. Let's move on. We're going to cover Lily Phillips. And who is Lily Phillips? Lily Phillips is a schoolgirl born to middle-class parents. She is a OnlyFans / Instagram model. Grew up in a wealthy home where she enjoyed the benefits that her hardworking parents could provide. Basically, that's what she does for a living, OnlyFans and Instagram. She's an Instagram model. Yeah. I need to go back and check in with you guys. Jojo, what's up, YouTube streets? Shout out YouTube streets. YouTube streets in the house. I'm a streets girl. I am. So go follow, sub up. My landlord is a problem for me. I get it. Dee Dee, driving life artist. Hello, Pantera. Claudia, beautiful Claudia. I saw beautiful Augie. Oh, I love you guys. Truly, we reached over 1,000 subscribers this week. Yes, we did. I'm very proud. I couldn't do it without you guys. Cole. What's up, Cole? Okay, so let's continue. Lily Phillips. Who is she? So she's an Instagram model. She's an OnlyFans model. You don't know what OnlyFans is? Well, it's where you post content that you don't want no one else to see, but you're going to be willing to get monetized for it, but it's sexy. Do I have a problem with OnlyFans? No, I don't necessarily have a problem with OnlyFans. I don't. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this conversation. It's uncomfortable. I know it's like, it involves like corn. We're going to use words that are not going to get me in trouble. I get a lot of notifications like, flagged or like whatever, like the YouTube things. So let's behave. I'm going to try to behave. I'll try. Okay. So corn. So what was I saying? Oh, okay. So Lily Phillips. Yes. So she creates OnlyFans content, and I think you all know what OnlyFans is. But if you don't, like I said, it's content. It's like provocative content or any other content that's not allowed on platforms like YouTube that flag people, right? So it doesn't have to be sexual, but smexual. We're going to use that word because I don't want to get in trouble. I promise to behave. Oh, wait, I forgot my glasses at my office. Yay, Claudia. Thank you, my love. I promise to behave. Don't behave. It's fine. Anyways, okay, so she's an OnlyFans model, Instagram model, all of the above. And she decided that she wanted to have a goal. And her goal was that she would sleep with 1,000 men in one day. Yes, you heard me right. 1,000 men having sexual intercourse in 24 hours. That was like her goal. Why is that her goal? I don't know. I'll let you decide. Melly, what do you think of this? I will let you know what I think of this in a minute. It's controversial, and this isn't a crime. There's no crime here. There's no crime here unless you want to speak in terms of like religion, morals, et cetera, right? How do you feel about a woman deciding that she wants to have sex with 1,000 men in one day because she wants to meet the record of the woman who slept with the most men in one day? There's one other corn artist that has kind of come along those lines. So I believe her name was Lisa Sparks. Don't dock me on that if I'm wrong. But this corn artist slept with 919 men. And then we have Lily Phillips come all up in the house and she's like, hey, I want to sleep with 1,000 men. I want to beat this record. I want to be the person on the YouTubes, on all of social media, on all of entertainment to sleep with 1,000 men. That means have sexual intercourse with 1,000 men in one day, 24 hours. I don't know. I mean, it's like the Guinness World Book of Records, right? She wants to meet that level of, whether it's clout chasing, fame, infamy, corn. Is she a feminist? That's why I titled my live this. I think it's controversial. So it's not exactly true crime, but I do think it's something that needs to be talked about in our culture. It's sex. Sex sells. We're not going to lie. It sells Instagram. We see it all the time. We see it on here, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to lie. It's true. And very much so. We're all attracted to it, whether we want to admit it or not in some form or manner, right? Or we see it at least and acknowledge that it is a cultural thing. It's what is put out there. If it's on YouTube, people are seeing it. We're seeing it. Your children are seeing it. I don't have any children, but your children are seeing it, and et cetera, et cetera. So the reason why I wanted to talk about it was because I think it's an important moment in entertainment, if you may, and culture. So sleeping with 1,000 men in one day. I know. You're like, Melly, why are you covering this? Why are you covering this? Is it true crime? Maybe. Is Lily Phillips a victim, or is she a clout chaser? I'm running to the pharmacy. Life artist. Did I see YouTube streets put tears in here? Yeah. Cry your eyeballs out. What do you guys think? A female sleeping with 1,000 men. One day, but for a tryout, she decides to do a tryout, right? And the reason why I'm talking about it, it's because it's a documentary. It's all over YouTube. Someone talk about it. And she decides that she wants to meet the record for sleeping with 1,000 men in one day. But then she decides to do like a trial run, like 100 men in 14 hours. Yeah. So I got my little notes here. We're taking notes. We're good, educated people here on YouTube. No. If you catch me being petty, just like remind me. And with that being said, I want to say that we are not here to judge anyone. I know people, well, I don't know anyone who slept with 100 men in one day, but I do know sex workers. I do have friends that are sex workers, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not here to judge. We're just here to talk about this as a whole. And I feel like it needs to be talked about because we see sex and sexualization all over all platforms. How do you feel about that? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to watch a few TikToks with this. I know. It's like, we're going to watch a few TikToks of who Lily Phillips is. Mo, hello, Mo. Oh, I'm behind on the comments. Let me catch up real quick. It's impossible. What? What's impossible? Corn. Pantera, what's up? I saw Claudia, beautiful Claudia. Good Melly, yes. Chomo alert, Melly told you who homie. I'm gonna make a post of you, homie. Shout out YouTube streets. If you don't follow, if you're not from the streets, be from the streets. Go follow, subscribe. I love YouTube streets. Good friends of the channel. I'm here late, Sarah. Detention for you, but I take it back because I love you. Oh, I think I heard about this girl. I just want to know what you think. How would you feel? Do you want to sleep with 100 men in one day? And are you okay with your daughter sleeping with 100 men in one day? We're going to watch TikToks about who Lily Phillips is, and then we're going to watch her in the documentary. For copyright purposes, we're going to like just watch the most important clips of the interview. And then I want to cover part of it with the Candace, who does an interview and questions her about her parents, because Lily claims that her parents are okay with her being on screen getting, what do you call it? Plowed down by 100 guys. I'm sorry. That's it. That's it. Wait. I know sex workers that don't even have sex with this many guys in one day. So I don't know. I'm probably going to get in trouble by YouTube, or maybe not. I mean, YouTube allows us content to be on here, so therefore I can speak about it, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So she wants to meet the world record of sleeping with 1,000 men in one day, but she ends up sleeping with 100 men in one day. So according to Candace, she sleeps with one man for 5 minutes for every 86.4 seconds. She claims that her parents are okay with it. They support her. They enable that her OnlyFans life, her life on social media, et cetera, et cetera. And my question is, what do you think? As a female, what do you think? Is this a feminist? What's a feminist? A feminist is someone that stands up for women's rights, right? They oppose the other sex and defend that a female can do, et cetera, et cetera. That's what a feminist is. And then we have you, females. What do you think about, would you sleep with 100 men? That's what I'm asking. And like, how do you feel about this? And then to the guys, I ask, what do you think? Like, would you date someone like this? What do you think about this? I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to report. What I think is just opinion. And so I'm just curious. I want to get like a overall, no, not feminist. Like, yay, kisses. The only thing I think is, girl's so young and regret. I just feel like, okay, I get like the whole sleeping around thing, like everyone goes through a phase, et cetera, et cetera. We all, or maybe some people are just like horny and they just want to have sex all the time. That's fine too. Do what you want to do. I'm not here to judge. Have sex with all the people you want to have sex schmecks with. Do whatever you want. But my thing is, if you're going to make a documentary about it and you're going to post it online and it's going to go on YouTube, and here I am, I will practice my First Amendment rights. I will speak on this because I feel like it is important to talk about and cultural. And it's not a true crime case, not yet, but I will cover it. So with that being said, we're going to watch a few TikToks and you're going to learn who Lily Phillips is. And then we're going to watch the actual documentary she did about sleeping with 100 men in one day. And then we're going to like communicate, talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So this is Lily Phillips.
Friday, tidying, cleaning the apartment, and I just took my dog Maggie to daycare because I'm collabing. I've got Plaster and Matt, he should be here any minute. Before I collab, I usually like to set everything up and make sure I'm not faffing when they get here, and think of a few ideas on what we can film. I quite like to do storylines. Personally, that's the kind of videos I watch. I want to know how they've got here. He is called Plasterer Matt for a reason. So I think I'm gonna use these as some eye protection. Oh, I think he's here. The Plasterer Matt is here.
Hello.
And he's not coming to plaster my walls, that's for sure. All done now, collabing. I mean, my eye is still recovering a little bit. That was honestly the biggest facial.
This is Lily Phillips right here.
It's about 3 p.m. and I haven't actually eaten yet. Here's today's lunch and some cheese on it as well. You can have too much cheese, Jesus. Yum. I'm so annoyed with myself. So this is my first time using my Canon G7X to film. Guess what I did? Bloody gone and dropped it. It's not broken, thank God. The screen doesn't quite go in like it's supposed to. So annoyed at myself. I'm just gonna sit here and edit this while watching, I don't know, some TV.
Oh,
Every time
Mo.
my dog goes
Mo,
to daycare,
I love you,
she
Mo.
comes home with a little report card. I totally forgot to keep up this vlog. But I've got some friends around. I mean, we've been just sat chatting, eating, drinking. We've had a sushi. What's a sushi? Is it Japanese? Yeah. We've had a Japanese tonight. Day is
Okay, so that was like a little preview. Now you know who Lily Phillips is. um, Mo, I saw you super chat. Shout out to Mo. I watched another creator and it seems the floor is covered in condoms. Yes, life artist. Hello, Nicole. Yeah, schmexual. You're like, what is Melanie doing up here? Hello, Scott. Good to see you. Emily's Delulu. Hello, my love. Hello. I hope you all had a good holiday. Yeah, we're just covering Lily Phillips. I'm gonna play the next TikTok clip. I really feel like I need to share these for you guys to get an idea. But hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, can I just figure it out? No, I'm a mess. Okay, hold on. I have to like get on my. Who uses TikTok? You guys use TikTok? I don't use TikTok. So I'm not super familiar with it.
If
Okay,
you want
watch
to be a
this.
part of breaking a world record, I have now
Listen.
pinned a poster on my Twitter on how to apply to be one of the 1,000 guys to be with me in 24 hours. If you want to be a part of
Did you hear that?
a world record.
She says, if you want to apply to be one of the men who sleeps with me, here's the link. So her goal is to sleep with 1,000 men, but she ends up doing a trial run for 100 men. She claims it's being a feminist. She thinks it's freedom, that a woman can do with her body whatever she wants. I'm all for it. I'm a female, so I'm all for it. I would say that I'm somewhat of a feminist, but would I do something like this? Personally, no. Personally, no. I'm not judging. Do what you want. Claudia's like, I don't use TikTok. 1,000 guys in one day. Yeah. No, she did. So there's been one other person in the Guinness World Book of Records, if you would, in the corn industry. She slept with 919 men. So Lily Phillips is trying to sleep with 1,000 men, and she does 100 to start off. It's all over the internet. I don't know. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna play another TikTok clip and then we'll get into the documentary. The next one kind of like upsets me a little. It's controversial.
Now, this isn't an easy task, finding 1,000 people. So, women, if you can lend me your husbands for the day, that would be amazing. Women, please can you lend me your husbands, sons, boyfriends, nieces, nephews, because I am trying to break the world record for the amount of guys a girl has been with in 24 hours. I'm trying to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Now, this isn't an easy task, finding 1,000 people. So, women, if you can lend me your husbands for the day, that would be amazing. Women, please can you lend me your husbands, sons, boyfriends, nieces,
No.
nephews,
No.
because I am trying to break the world record for the amount of guys a girl has been with in 24 hours.
And you're asking me, why, Melly? Why are you covering this? I feel like we need to cover it. Is this normal in our culture? Is this sex sells? What do you think? Like, let's talk about it. Is this okay? Is she being a feminist? Standing up for women and women's rights? Is she just a clout chaser? Is she a victim of OnlyFans industry and the porn industry? What do you think? I'm curious. I think it needs to be something we need to talk about. I was very interested in this. I will say. I feel like I need that's like, it's one, we're going to see a part of the Candace interview, and it's one man every 86.4 seconds, and she gets to have sex with him for 5 minutes. 100 men in 14 hours. I never even had a TikTok. It's fake. Muy loca. There's nothing wrong with your feminist body. I'm just worried about some choices these girls are making. Okay. Okay, but Grace, that kind of contradicts itself. Like, you're saying that you're okay with people being a feminist, but you're worried about what's being put out there. I feel like, so then are you okay with this, or are you not okay with it? I'm curious what she's doing. Make yourself go. I'm just worried about like the health. I work in the healthcare industry, so I'm worried, like, I'm more worried about like what's going on the other end, right? Like, we want to be safe. Not normal. No, it's not normal. But yes, sex is sold. Hazardous to your health. LOL. All the STDs. Okay. I feel like it's a scheme for followers. Well, we'll see. Melly, I'm more curious why you're... No, it's everywhere. I've seen it it's on Candace. It's on Bradley Martin. Did an interview on it. Like, I've seen it on a lot of channels that I cover. So I was like, I think this is, we need to speak about it, because why does a female need to think that she needs to have sex with 1,000 men for the money? Okay, maybe for the money, but she claims in the documentary that she does it for fun. She says that she's not here for the money. And so now you think you're different. I know, because I didn't tell you all of it. So we're going to see in the documentary, I'm going to show bits and pieces. And she says that she doesn't do it for the money. She does it because it's what she loves. And speaking as a female, and I'm not going to come up here and like tell you all my secrets, because I would. I feel like I would come up here and tell you my secrets, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But I feel like, yeah, have all the schmecks you want. I support it. I myself am an advocate for having all the schmecks you want, like with your partners, whatever. Okay, be safe about it. But I feel like if you're not doing it for money and you're just doing it for fun, and then you claim that your parents support you because of the financials. I'm not a parent, but my parents wouldn't be okay with it. My father would absolutely not be okay with it. And so I'm just curious. So we're going to watch the documentary now. I'm going to link all of it down in the description. So go follow and subscribe and go watch the full documentary if you want. I'm just going to cover the bits and pieces that I think are most critical for copyright purposes. So let's get started. Here we go. I've like cut pieces. Ready?
This for a career.
Well, I started when I was at university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university, I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
That was just being at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university, but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like
very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100, can get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that. Just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole career. But I think as soon as I started on the platform, I kind of realized, I guess, how much money you can make and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why am I doing a whole degree? Last week I was like 23 guys all at once, and like some people would be like, you're insane, like I would have to be paid to do that. And I'm like, no, that's just fun to me.
Would you call yourself a businesswoman?
I don't know about that. People would give me a bit of stick if I said I was a businesswoman, but I guess definitely business minded.
I would call you a businesswoman.
Thanks. A lot more people would use the word just, I guess.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I literally, I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me. I have such a supportive like family and friends, and what they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about.
So she talks about claiming that she doesn't care what people think about her. She doesn't care that people call her a slut, that she's here to do it for entertainment and that it's what she does and what she's used to. And I don't know, I have so many opinions, but I want to stay proper because, you know, I'm not anyone here to judge. I just know that being someone that works in the psychology field and the mental health field, I feel like something is off, right? And for your parents to be enabling this, man, I don't know. Don't be telling. I like to tell secrets up here. I do. I like to talk. This shit is so disturbing. ATS comes in hot. She's like, nah, this shit's disturbing. So that makes two of us. AZ, what's up, AZ? Good to see you. Good to see you, my love. STD, salute, Melly. No, but be for real. Would you be okay with your daughter sleeping with 100 men in one day? So the goal is 1,000 men in one day, but she decides to do a trial run, and that's what we're covering here, and she does a documentary about it. So did she complete her goal? Yes. She slept with, I think, 101 men, and it was 5 minutes. And she had sexual intercourse with each of them. And now her goal is 1,000 men, and she's still doing it. She's still like, it's still a thing. Yeah. It's for real. Even after it's been all over the YouTubes, it's still a thing. So that clip you just saw was a little clip from the interview, the documentary. I will link it down below. She has been on Bradley Martin. She has been on Candace. She's been on Steiny's. And that's where the interview comes from. So I'll link it down below. Go watch for yourself, but I'm just clipping the most critical parts, I thought. And so here's the next one.
You and what you've achieved.
Well, my parents knew straight from the start, like, about what I was doing. Yeah, I was just very open with it. Obviously, at the start, they were a bit apprehensive because they want me to be safe and they want me to make good decisions and stuff like that. I just think I can't hold myself back and do something that I'm scared what other people might think.
Your parents must be very sort of forward thinking and open-minded, which is great, because I think if I told my parents that I was the UK's biggest cunt, they probably they wouldn't like that. You show me the set.
And like we see it, right? The slut walk, we saw it with Amber Rose, et cetera, et cetera. I'm all for it. I support my females. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted now. I'm wild too, but would I be okay with my daughter doing this for money? I don't know. Having sex with 100 men on camera. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. You're like, what are you doing? Because I'm not. So we're gonna play just like the good parts that I think of this interview, and then you can go watch for yourself. She's certainly pushing. But are you okay with it? Like, I'm curious. She looks dead behind the eyes to me. That's where I'm with you, ATS. I feel like at some point, sure, you can clout chase, you can want all the money, but having to go on camera and do all of this for coming from a female, I feel like that's hard. Having to have sex with someone, a different man, every 5 minutes. Physically, I'm like, oof. But then mentally, I'm like, empty person. Yeah. But it's all over the YouTubes. People support this. They think she's being a feminist. I don't think she's being a feminist. I think if you're going to be a feminist, I think be proper about it. I'm not judging though. Sleep with however many people you want. You'd have to disassociate. Are her parents proud of her? Yeah, you're going to see in the next clip that I play that her parents are okay. Her parents handle her financials as she does all of this. And it's something I can't imagine because my dad is not like this. Not like this at all. No, my dad would not be okay with me sleeping with 100 men and getting money for it. He would be so pissed off. So pissed off.
Briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
Mum always call me every day. What have you been up to today? I'm just getting railed. What are you? No, they're just always checking in on me.
You've obviously spoken to your parents about this, right?
I actually haven't. My parents know what I do, but I'm not on the phone to them every day going, oh, you know, I just got DP'd, 17 guys today, or this and that. They don't need to know the logistics.
Of course.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do. Doesn't mean to say my parents are like going to disown me or hate me or anything like that. I just don't want them to think less of me, you know? Like we can still be like very close and stuff like that, but I just don't think they need to know like exactly every single detail.
Your parents don't need to know.
Find out, right?
Your parents don't need to know, but they handle your finances. I'm sorry. If you are a parent that's enabling this, that's fine. That's fine. If that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. This is the thing, I think, with like my like career and stuff like that. We're not sat here talking about, oh, I filmed this with brothers today, or you know, I filmed this, because there's just no need. I remember my dad saying like, my friends talked about you, like seeing you on mobile, something like that, and they know, but like there's just no point in being like, oh, you know, I'm doing this or doing that.
Yeah. Are there days where you second?
Could you tell your dad, hey dad, hey, just so you know, today I'm having sex with 100 men. So keep that in your back pocket, pops. My dad would freak out. I'm a Latina, so like my dad would be like, I couldn't even imagine.
Yes.
And that's personal experience. Everyone is different. Everyone's different.
Not particularly.
I come from a background where my dad would be like, absolutely
sat here
not.
On a Sunday.
Crazy.
I am
lock you up.
Feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends. And I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job. But just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look, every day someone like picking at you. I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you. Yeah. Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something. I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am and not like, oh, like porn star online, whatever. this kind of like persona.
Yeah.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Your Instagram's trying to get shut down. Like, you know, it's just like the little things that's just like, no one likes what you do.
What's up, Ronnie Blue Eyes?
And everyone
Good to
just
see you, love.
thinks less of you, basically.
I see that you've kind of like taken on the word like and almost.
Okay, so you see her. You see what she's talking about, saying that, you know, her parents are okay with it. What do you think? She's okay with being called like a slut. I'm sorry, I'm not okay with that. She's saying one thing. Okay, and that's why I'm covering it, because from like a healthcare psychologist, I feel like that's not true. I feel like there's trauma there, and I feel like if your parents are okay with that, what are the intentions? Do you want to see your daughter being defiled on camera in a corn on the cob? I have a hard time believing that, and if so, then I question it. I do. Let's continue the next clip.
Owned it in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind being told. I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day. That is the definition of a slut,
She says that's the definition of a SLUT, because she's sleeping with 100 men in a day. Clout chasing.
Refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah.
A feminist.
At the end of the day, doesn't feminist
someone who stands up for women's
rights for boys and girls.
Hello,
and,
Bratty.
I do what I want, and I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some women that maybe go into because they have to or need the money and stuff like that, or they're kind of coached into it by men. But my personal experience is I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Like, guys are always going to sexualize me, so I may as well try and profit off that bit.
Dee.
I mean, not all guys are going to sexualize you.
I don't really know. I think I mean, maybe not all guys, but a would. I mean, I'm like a part of the problem. It's so hard because like doing extreme stuff like this is not normal. Like,
no, it's not.
And I think
I don't
guys
think 100 men
are probably going to expect
one day, honey,
girls to maybe be as strong as me and sleep with this many guys. And
she claims she's a feminist, and that's my problem. Is that what a feminist is, sleeping with 100 men in one day? Absolutely not. Standing for women's rights? Okay, maybe. But
take it up with us or do stuff like that isn't real life sex. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around.
But you do enjoy doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people forget it is my fantasy and this is what I enjoy. And so it's hard.
She claims that she enjoys to be having sexual intercourse with all these men in one day. If you've done this, please let me know. Come up here, talk about it. I'm not judging you. Let's have a conversation. I'm interested to know if anyone in the chat has done this. Females.
You're like being selfish.
Men, what do you think? Men?
You're also not helping the
men?
Situation.
I left Lily's house with more questions than answers. I still couldn't understand why she felt the need to do what she was doing.
Okay, so you hear the person doing the interview speaking about how he doesn't know that she's like, how he doesn't even get it. Yeah. So, but you will. Yeah, you will. She defies feminism. Oh, okay. She's not standing up for women's rights. You're going to go out and do this. Do you want to be looked up to, not looked down to? Okay. That's what I like. I like to hear your opinions. That's not feminist. It's so weird. But who wants to wife that up? Okay, AZ, who wants to wife that up? You see all these females sexualizing themselves on Instagram, YouTube. It seems like most men like that, right? Like, that's the attention they get. I'm not gonna lie. I see it all the time. Let's continue watching.
How are we looking? We're 1 week away.
I think we've got about 50% of them confirmed.
And then you're checking that they've done an STI test?
Yeah, so prioritizing guys who have STI tests. They have to screenshot the results kind of thing. But this is the thing with it, like you can never 100% know if they've had an STI test. And even if they had, they could have slept with 10 girls in between the test and things like that. It's more just like, you know what you're getting involved in if you're willing to participate.
Are you going to kiss any of the guys?
Definitely. I feel like some of them would be a bit put off, especially when they know I've just had like 57 guys inside me or whatever.
Why do you think that would put them off?
I think it's more if someone's to my face. I can imagine that's what's put another guy off.
So you would let like these guys do that on your face?
Yeah.
And in your mouth?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV?
Is that where it comes from? With spunk in the mouth?
It can.
Is that where it comes from?
And
Oh, really? See, I've never really thought about that. Last time when I did it, that all of them could see their mouths.
She's no respect.
I can't really explain it. I get like serotonin, like from when people are like, "Oh my god, you're that on the internet." Sounds crazy.
I know, and I know you're saying that to me right here, but I don't believe that.
Really?
No.
I kind of love like ruffling feathers a little bit and people getting a bit like agitated by maybe the fact that I'm messed up. People think I'm like so sad and stuff like that, but that could not be like further from the truth. I don't think people realize like how happy this makes me. But I just think it's so funny and fun. I can't really put it into words.
She says sleeping with 100 men and being on camera and being recorded, that's how happy. She's happy. She claims she's doing it because she's happy. But you're going to see a different side of it in just a second. That proves otherwise.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down?
We actually have not, no.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I could take on some 50-year-old guy. No, I think it'll be fine. I'd like to think that guys on there, I don't know what they would do anyway.
It is London, like you've put out a public call, so technically anyone could come down as long as they were over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd like to think someone won't go to that effort to put in their ID, drive there, you know. It's quite a big process for someone just to, I don't know, do something like that, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Wait, so is that clout chasing or are you guys okay with this? You guys cool with it? You gonna support it? Let me know. Dumbo. I thought someone say Dumbo. Everything is burning when she says. I think it's wild. I think it's for sure. Is it clout chasing? She wants to meet the record. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to play the next clip and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Lovely house. I like that big mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put myself. I feel like just float. Everyone's just floating.
Everyone that is a performer today gets on the couch
The atmosphere inside was nervous and very strange.
Lots of bananas.
No one, including Lily's team of assistants, seemed to have much of a plan in place for the day.
I don't know what's going on. No, there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is crazy.
Having had their IDs checked and release forms signed in order to allow publication on OnlyFans, 6 men sat anxiously on a sofa, waiting for their turn to have sex with Lily. Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
Hello, how are you feeling?
Nervous. No, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Is it?
And you're not getting.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an
that's
eye
smart.
on you.
Yeah. Have you had like an energy drink?
Yeah, I had a squash pastry in the car.
Okay.
So
And
we fueled up.
lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think it gets to about 12 and have a little
Okay.
Breeze.
Yeah, that's good. Are the guys going to show
This is her and her team getting ready.
And the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I bought like 200 of them.
Yeah, that's good. Just in case because of my break.
Exactly.
And like, do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
So she said she's not leaving without it. She's not leaving without sleeping with 100 men. I'm going to continue to play this. That was like right before she performed these acts. I mean, Kim K leaked one sex tape. I feel like, is she doing it just for fun or clout chasing? Because she claims it's just for fun. It's not just for fun. No one does that just for fun. Okay, here we go.
Hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in. Where do you travel from? Say, oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable,
Yeah.
take off your trousers, and we're going to have a fun time. And I'll give them the phone camera. I'll just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a job, and then I'd say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we kind of got straight into
And
it.
did you do the with a condom on or?
No,
No.
I
condom off
didn't.
the-
Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex and it's like
Yeah, condom
on type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's rose. That's nice. Did one of the guys? And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think I repeatedly said, you can come on my face, but not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean, I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like 40 and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
And 40 is still a lot of people. Like, imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway, like, done.
When was the last time you ate?
I had I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And then I think I had a sandwich. And that was kind of, and then.
The smell. Wait, is this normal? Like, is this normal for our culture? Like, we see sex sells. We're gonna see this it's already all over YouTube. I don't know why no one has covered this because I feel like it's a big deal. You guys are being no, it's not. Men. I want to hear from the men. What do the men think? Is this hot? Would you date someone very nasty? Okay, we're gonna play. So you saw her the day of, and then you're gonna see her after, and then we're gonna watch an interview with her about how she feels after sleeping with 100 men. I'm just here to let you know what's on the YouTube streets. This is what is on the YouTube streets. It's literally, I saw it on like 10 different pages. She blows them without a condom. Okay, and that's what I want to talk about too. Like, I know you guys are freaking out, but it's on YouTube. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere. So it's out there. We're going to watch the last clip from the documentary. I will link the documentary down below. For copyright purposes, I don't play all of it, but you can go watch it for yourself. I just highlighted the most critical parts I thought of it.
And the rest come. It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very...
And I think this is where we see that she's actually not happy. She claims that she does it for fun. She does all this porn, OnlyFans, etc. for fun. And in this interview, we're going to watch her cry about this. And I feel like that just reveals a broken person, you know? Like, obviously you don't feel good about it.
Very like...
Let me know.
It's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of
hey,
like...
Marie, good to see you, love.
It's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute.
Is that a normal reaction if you love what you're doing and you're so happy about what you're doing that you cry? I don't think so. I think that's normal.
I think I was you know, when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard.
No, it's not. The fact that you didn't give a guy what he wanted in the 5 minutes is not why you're crying. I'm sorry.
I think having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad. Like, some people just travel so far. Like, I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all.
It's not normal sex at all. No, we don't. Us women don't have sex with 100 men in one night.
Head right now, I can think of like
14
5,
hours.
6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know. It's just weird, isn't it? Like if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100. You know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to...
So, let me know. What do you think? I'm just here to bring you the information that's on the YouTube streets. Now let's watch a TikTok about her. We're going to watch her, a little TikTok about her after she sleeps with 100 men. Let me know what you think.
Hours getting ran through, and now I'm going to be doing 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000.
Let's rewatch that.
I spent 14 consecutive hours getting ran through, and now I'm going to be doing 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000. I spent 14 consecutive hours getting ran through, and now I'm going to be doing 24.
So her goal was 100 men, and now she's going to go for 1,000 men. Even though she consented to have sex with the guys, what if she told one or more of them she had to stop and they didn't? Right. WTF. ATS news. Hello, Killaslag. Tipsy says she's more worried about disappointing than she is about self-preservation. I wonder what type of abuse this girl has experienced. She claims her parents are okay with it. Would you be okay with it? With your child doing this? Your daughter? I would. Like I said before, we all have different upbringings, but no. If my dad saw me doing any of this, he would probably nope, getting ran through. She claims she loves it and it's not for the money too. You're going to see in an interview where someone questions her. So we're going to play a clip from her. Talking about how she will meet her goal, her 1,000 goal. Yeah, it's a clip from TMZ.
So to kind of set the scene, I'd finished a 14-hour slog of a very hard and stressful day. It was then extremely overwhelming because as soon as I finished, I didn't really think I even got time to shower or eat or anything. There was a camera crew there filming me and kind of, you know, prodding me with questions about the day and everything like that. And it was very overwhelming. And obviously, like I talked about in the doc, it was also coming from a place of like, I felt like I did a disservice to some of the guys in the fact that, you know, we promised a service of 5 minutes and some of them I had to cut short because we just weren't going to get them all in, to be honest. So yeah, that was kind of where it came from. And obviously it was just very intense. Like it was a very stressful day. And then there's a camera crew all of a sudden appear and asking me questions for an hour about how everything went and just, you know, kept kind of prodding me. So the whole reason why we actually did the 100 was like a dry run for the 1,000. That was kind of the idea. Because I have a love for like gangbangs, group scenes, things like that. And, you know, after about 6-7 months of shooting porn, I was a bit like, it's all samey, you know, it's not very unique or anything like that. And I wanted to do something exciting for me because, you know, this is what I love at the end of the day. I was just like, I want to challenge myself a little bit. And I came up with the idea of maybe breaking the world record. I thought, you know, it hasn't been broken in 20 years. That would be kind of iconic. And so
I just want to say what females voted for this category. I didn't vote for it. No. I'm a feminist. I'm all for it. I'm not here to judge. Bone whoever you want to bone, but like, if you're gonna come on YouTube and say that you're doing it because you love it.
So my team was like, whoa, slow down. You know, you got to walk before you can run, kind of thing. And so that's when they decided, why not we do the 100? Like, see how you go on the 100, see how you feel, and then we'll talk about the 1,000 kind of thing. And so.
And I just want to know the people who's working on her team. Is it for the money? Because like, are your parents getting a cut? Because this is crazy. This is crazy. If you are someone, a female who has slept with 100 men, please let me know. Come up. I'll drop the link. You can come up and share your experience.
I did that 2 months back, and then kind of more or less straight after I kind of started promoting, then I was going to do the 1,000. Because it did go really well. And what was great was, you know, we can learn from the mistakes I made that day and change that for the 1,000, you know, to make it so much more streamlined.
What? The mistakes you made from sleeping with 100 men and you're going to 1,000. ATS was like, that's a big difference. Yeah, it is. I'm a feminist. I totally am. I am. But the definition of being a feminist is the advocacy of women's right on the basis of the equality of the sexes.
And yeah, so that's kind of why what's going on here. On the day, obviously, we said to the guys they're getting 5 minutes each, and that meant one-to-one time. It was quite intimate, really. You know, me and them just in a bedroom, and you know, when they came in, they had shoes, socks, trousers, belts to take off. They got on the bed. You know, also I didn't want them to be nervous, so I wanted to, you know, just chat to them a little bit before. You know, how are you? Where are you from? You know, how's your day going? Lay on the bed. And so that kind of took up a quite.
I love you guys' comments. Feminists have class though. Tipsy says, I'm all about my body, my choice, but when it involves self-harm or okay, yeah. And we heard about the scientific side of it, right? Like diseases and whatnot. And then we hear the mental health side of it, like what makes someone be able to handle all of that. And if so, and your parents are okay with it, what makes your parents be okay with that? Is that normal? Is it something that we're going to accept culturally as a society on YouTube? You know, and it goes back to what I was talking about on my other live about predators. It's like, speak up. Speak up. We all have rights. It's okay. It's okay to be different from other people and not agree with this. And it's okay to agree with it as well. I'm not here to judge. I just want to know what you guys think as a culture here on YouTube, which is why I am covering this. I think it's important. I do. Especially if you have children who are on social media, et cetera, et cetera.
Quite a lot of time. You wouldn't think it, but it all really adds up when you're doing this with 100 people. And so then when they got to doing their 5 minutes, and they got, you know, they got their 5 minutes and then they got dressed after, and that took so much time. And, you know, that's something we've definitely changed. Everyone's got to be undressed from bottom half down, ready to go. This time we're also going to have like fluffers, like girls who are there just predominantly for oral to get the guys ready and hard for me.
I feel like if you have to do this, like, whether it's for the money or not, like, I feel like it's not okay. There's my opinion. just my opinion. I'm not a professional. I'm not. It's like I don't even have anything to say. She has no self-esteem. That's my thing too. It's like one thing doing it okay as your job, but then claiming that your parents are okay with it and that they encourage it. We're going to see that in the next clip.
So that will save so much time as well. What else? I'm trying to think now. I think as well, it's not going to be, I found it really hard, the conversing. You know, these guys have supported me for a while. They've, talked to me on the internet, they've seen me, and I want to give number 1 and number 100 the same energy. And so it's hard to stay really high energy throughout 14 hours of a really long, stressful day. We also had slight issues with, are we even going to make it to 100? Because people were, maybe getting cold feet and dropping out, which is fine.
Sorry, I'd rather just do other stuff than be defiled on camera with 100 men. I'm sorry. I don't know. There's like, you can do like lingerie modeling. I don't know. Someone asked her in the next clip, like, if you received 50 million from Wilhelmina Models to do like a runway show, and she says like, no, I want to just be on camera having sex and being defiled. That's what I love. She says it. She says it.
But obviously next time we're going to book in a lot more guys to make sure that if we have them drop out, it doesn't really matter.
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting run through.
Like, make your money, I don't care, but what does the extent and the extreme? Exactly, ATS News. Exactly. To what lengths are you willing to go to get money and make money on OnlyFans? I support OnlyFans too. Don't get me wrong. This isn't like a let's talk about Melly live. It's not. We're talking about Lily Phillips here. But with that being said, I think she's lying to herself. I think she just wants, okay. So do you guys think she's being a feminist? Is this normal behavior, or is she just clout chasing? So just drop what you think, like clout chasing, feminist, lost soul. I know a lot of you have been giving your opinions. Do you guys know who Candace is? Candace Owens? She questions her brutally on this, and I'm going to play a clip from that just because I feel like it's important. And I love her. I love her. I do absolutely love her. I think she has a great channel.
What she said, if someone offered you $50 million to never do this, or to have never done this, would you have taken the 50, or would you still be like, no, it's something I want to do?
I've always said this. I did this as a hobby before I did it for work. So I was sleeping around and doing these stuff like that before I actually did OnlyFans. I was a lot more promiscuous. She says it's her hobby to be promiscuous, and that she was promiscuous in high school, and she slept around and did her thing, etc., etc. We all have our moments, but what do you think? Candace questions her so hard here too. Shout out, like, I love her. Candace Owens. Off camera before I was on camera. And so no, I do this job because I love it so much. And to me, obviously money in every job is a big thing, but it's not about the money for me. It's about,
you said you did this to give back to your OnlyFans that afforded your lifestyle. You said that, I think.
No, as in they have really helped me. You know,
what you said, you thought my assistant.
I never said anything about money.
You said my assistant sat in a room and decided that we should do this as a way to give back to the fans that have supported this, this lifestyle that I have.
Me and my assistant was talking, and I was like, I just looked up the world record because I was like, how cool would this be to do? Because obviously it's something that's kind of obviously never been done before. It'd be really unique content. It would also be giving, back to my supporters and stuff like that who have subscribed, and you know.
She thinks it's giving back to her supporters to provide this type of content. No, you could just show your ass. I don't know, do something else, right? She needs support. And her parents also. She claims her parents are okay with it. You hear her say it here in this clip. Listen.
Made my life how it is today. I didn't say yeah, lifestyle. So is it like this freedom that I have? I love the life that OnlyFans has given me, definitely. And that's not necessarily money.
What freedom has it given to you if it's not money, out of curiosity?
So to be able to work for myself, to be able to do something I love, you know.
Working for yourself, meaning making, right?
Sorry?
Working for yourself as in being able to earn an income by yourself. And
no, so working.
She claims that she has got freedom from doing this. Freedom. 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 Yes, freedom.
For myself to be able to wake up and grab a coffee in the morning and not have to be in a desk at a 9 to 5, to be able to self and, you know, make a living out of it, be able to support. So to be able to support myself, do something that I love,
money. Just
and be able
so you know, that's money you're talking about, like to be able to support yourself.
But I'm not just talking about like money. I'm talking about the freedom this lifestyle has given me.
Money permits freedom. Money permits freedom.
Yeah, we're just trying to connect the dots.
So money means you have the freedom to do whatever you can in your life, right? That's what money equals essentially time in this case, right? Because you're saying the freedom to do what you want to do. So the question is,
the thing, I could do OnlyFans and make 20 grand a month and still have the same lifestyle as I do now, than have to go to this extreme and, you know, do the 1,000. Like I could. So it's not really like the money thing for me.
Yeah, because now it's about the fame, the infamy, I think, for you.
So there it is. So you hear Candace Owens calling her out on that interview. I'm going to play one more clip and then we'll touch back. Just one more clip.
Because they were supporting her. I know it's shocking. Take a listen to what she had to say. One of the questions that I certainly had when I was reading into your story was, I think that you kind of tried to portray it like you had this like normal upbringing. And I
think this part is critical for speaking about her parents.
Obviously don't buy that because I have children and I have a daughter, and your mother being involved in this signals to me that you had anything but a normal upbringing, because there's no mother that would spiritually want to see her child violated like that, because that's what it is, whether you perceive it or not. Your mother is watching you or helping you or dealing with the finances of you being violated 100 times in one day. And so I was very disturbed by that more than anything else. Is like I've heard of OnlyFans girls. I've sat down with them, you know, respectfully on the whatever podcast, and a lot of them have stories and they understand that, you know, my mom, my dad, my upbringing didn't do this. You know, it led me to this choice in life, but you don't seem to have recognized your mother's abuse in this, which is quite alarming to me. So I'm just curious about your relationship with her.
I mean, my parents definitely don't describe having as, what did you say? Sorry, abusive or
violating? I don't think it's abusive. I think your daughter being violated 100 times by strangers is abusive.
So my parents don't describe it as being violated. They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal, and to be honest, my parents, they don't necessarily, they're not coaching me into it. They're not telling me, please keep having these people at all. They're not, you know, they're not really exactly, I wouldn't really say like supportive, but at the end of the day, they love me. And what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, you know, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me.
Oh,
you know, they just
your mom likes the finances.
Help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like I think that would just make everyone more upset.
Are you giving your mom a cut?
I'm not arguing that they should disown you. I mean, I understand like a mother's love for their child. I'm saying that it is unnatural for your mother to be counting the finances that you're earning from having 100 strangers violate you on the internet for cash, you know? And that is the part that there's just no way to normalize that. There's no way to normalize that. I'm a parent. There's no way, like I have a daughter, and the idea of being involved in that, like, it's not saying that if she goes down that path that you're not going to be there and pray and hope that, you know, she changes and speak to her about that and say, I'm always going to love you. But I view it as predatory, parental behavior. And I don't think it's fair to even describe it as my parents are liberal. I mean, I'm obviously not a liberal, I'm a conservative, but none of my liberal friends, liberal family members, their parents would view this also as demonic, whether they have faith or not. They would just say, what parent would want that for their child? Because your mother is old enough to understand what the implications are for your future. You know, you already comprehend what the futures are, making it, I get that you turn everything into a joke. I think you do that really to protect yourself as an armor. I don't think you actually think it's funny, but to recognize that, like, you're a beautiful young girl, and you're never going to have the prospects. You're not going to have a man that wants to have a family with you because they're going to see you as damaged goods. Your mother partaking in that, just so you know, is a form of abuse. It is. It's abusive.
I really thought that what Candace said there is absolutely true, which is why I played it. So, what do you guys think? I'm just here to bring you the content. I know. I have my opinions. This whole is from the devil, as she said it. What's up, gas mask? Good to see you, love. Thanks for being here. So, you guys got a taste of what Lily Phillips is. She slept with 100 men, and she's en route to sleep with 1,000. I'll be here to cover that for sure. It's not a true crime case, but I think it's a cultural thing. I think it's on YouTube and it's on Instagram. We can talk about it. We can speak about it here. Judging. Candace is right. If my daughter did this, I'd cry. I wonder what she thinks. Okay. Tipsy says, very, very sad. I kind of get a feel for how most of the females are feeling in my chat. But men. I know, and I know some of them are like, what? I don't know. Controversial topic. But anyways, I just wanted you guys to know Lily Phillips is out there. This is real. We are experiencing this. So now you know, and now you're aware. With that being said, I am so grateful you guys are here to hang out for this live. We will be live every day for the rest of the week. And we are going to have a one-on-one on Saturday. A Melly one-on-one. You guys know how that is. Yes, please hit a like, y'all. Okay, Dragonfly, you're late. You get detention. Notification sucks, but I appreciate you guys for being here. We're going to continue to cover Lily Phillips when she gets to 1,000 men. But for now, I appreciate your comments, and I hope you guys got something from this, as it is something we see on YouTube, social media. So I think it's critical to cover. Yes, Dragonfly, you're late. But yes, hit the like, everyone. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be back with true crime. This wasn't much of a true crime case, but I definitely thought it was important. So with that being said, thank you for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow night, and we will be back tomorrow night. I have a few lives planned out. I don't know what I want to cover tomorrow night, but stay tuned for Saturday. I might make a members only regarding the predators on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, become a member if I decide to go that route. I don't want to make my channel something drama related. So, but I do think that what I have experienced on YouTube lately needs to be talked about. So with that being said, thank you for being here. I hope to see you guys on the next live. And I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a good night.